We have arrived at Thousand Trails Bay Landing in Bridgeport, Texas. Let me show you around.
We share the best camping locations in the USA.
Hi guys, we hope you enjoy the video.
Check out our RV and camping related gear at our Amazon storefront. Link in video description. You're looking at the entrance to Thousand Trails Bay Landing. Melody's standing right by where you're going to check in.
When you arrive, you're going to pull up. Someone from the office will come out and ask you if you have a reservation, and then they're going to open the gate and you're going to go through the gate. Once you go through the gate, there's a door on the other side, and you're going to go through there and get your welcome packet. Once you get your welcome packet, you will go find your site, and they will show you, there's a big map in there, and they will show you that. The gate closes after each vehicle, so be very careful, but they will give you the code, and it changes every week, and they put it on the back of your pass. So, do you want to go show them around the rest of the park?
Let's go.
Over this way is Section 2, and they refer to Section 2 as the back 40, as you'll see on your map. It is 30 amp full hookup. It wouldn't be our first choice, but it might be something you like. Let's go over to Section 1, and we'll show you the sites over there, and they have some ginormous sites in Section 1. We are standing in Section 1, referred to as the suburbs on the map. Lou's going to do a panoramic and show you just how big some of these sites here, especially over on this side. Now this section is 50 and 30 amp, water and electric only, but they do offer pump out service, and you can check your campground map to see days and times. This would definitely be a place if you had a Blue Boy to bring your Blue Boy. So check out some of these sites. They're enormous, especially the ones along the perimeter here.
Let's take them further up the loop. That outer loop borders the waterfront.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay, this site behind me has a pretty nice view of the water. But then again, Thousand Trails is now assigning sites. I did speak to an employee, and he told me that if you're coming here, to make your reservation as soon as possible. If you've been here before and there's a site you like, to call the office and they will do their best to get you into that site. It's not promised, but they will try. They have been amazing here. We took some footage the other day, and Lou's going to pop that into the video now.
So yeah, Melody and I are out for a morning walk. This is our first full day at Bay Landing Thousand Trails. And Melody pointed out, look at this campsite. That's a campsite right here, starting right there, going all the way down there. So, gee, you almost have a landing strip for a campsite. And many of these campsites are like this, walking down this way. Anyhow, I just wanted to point that out to you. Well, the trail access sign is up there off of the road. It kind of points you down over the hill here. Let's go take a peek and see what the lake looks like. Boots on the ground, folks. That's what it's all about. Boots on the ground. Well, we talked to the manager yesterday, and she did mention that the lake is down. So I imagine where I'm standing on these rocks at some point during the year is underwater, but I guess they're experiencing some drought conditions west of Fort Worth. And my camper should be along Hollywood Avenue there somewhere, although I can't pick out my camper right now. Well, my camper, yeah, I remember that pier. That's down by where the lodge is, the main lodge. And down in that area, there's a like a picnic pavilion, and there's a point. There's the point right there. But my camper is probably up in here somewhere along Hollywood Avenue, and we have full hookups, 50, 30 amp, full hookups. Made reservations 6 months in advance with my Thousand Trails Adventure lifetime membership. It is pretty down here by the lake, folks. Sure is.
Come here. He's telling them when I called him over, he came over, and then he turned around and started squawking and told his friends that I don't have any food. These are the restrooms and where you can do your laundry in section 1. We're not going to show you any pics of the restrooms. They're working on upgrades for them. We chose to do our laundry in town because we had a bunch of errands to do, and we could use a lot of washers and dryers without feeling guilty. But I am going to show you the ones in here. They do have some in here. Okay. It looks like they have 4 washers, 3 dryers, $2 to wash. You can use quarters, and everybody knows that I like my quarters. You can also use, what app is that? Google Pay or Apple Pay, or you can use the CSC Go app. I don't know how much the dryers are because they're in use right now, but I would think they're $2 too. So there you go. Lou's going to throw up some pics where we did our laundry in Bridgeport.
Also in Bridgeport, Texas, don't miss yesterday's diner. Here's a quick slideshow.
Right now we are in the cabin area, and behind Lou are some A-frames, and we're just going to show you a little bit what this area is about. But these A-frames have a really nice view, and some of the cabins do as well. Lou, let's walk over here just to give them an idea what they look like.
Yeah, straight ahead, there's a turnaround area here with a beautiful view of the waterfront. And they have a row of these A-frames here that are really cute. They also have the waterfront view. Let's take a peek behind this cabin. See what it looks like.
Wow. Now this is a view from this one. This is awesome.
Yeah, the views are spectacular. This property is on a fantastic piece of real estate. The Thousand Trails has a really nice green area up here where Melody is standing. And there are a bunch of rocks on the waterfront here. And that's the road that we came in on. If you go further down, you'll come to the entrance to Thousand Trails Bay Landing. But it is a beautiful park. I'm going to take you up by those A-frames, and then we're going to go over in the area where we are camped. Here's a little bit closer look at the A-frames cabin. And there are people on the other side here occupying the cabin, a fairly large gathering on the other side. But I'll take you right up here and you can see what your view is going to be like from the back porch. Yeah, nice view, folks. Pretty cool.
We are now in section 3, which is what they refer to as Hollywood Boulevard. And that's where we are staying, and we will show you our site later in the video. This is where you're going to find all the activities, the pool, the hot tub, the lodge. What else is over here, honey?
You got the beach pavilion down on the point we're going to take them to.
Right, right. When you get your welcome packet, be sure to check the flyer to see what's going on during your stay. Later today, they are having candy bingo, ice cream social, and kite flying. So if you have little ones, I'm sure they'll like all 3 of those. So be sure to make sure you check it out. Should we go show them around?
Let's go.
Okay, these are where all the sites are. They're all back in. There are 50 and 30 full hookups over in our section.
50, 30 amp full hookups.
Correct. And we'll show you the sites, but as most of you know, most, if not all of the Thousand Trails are now assigning sites. We lucked out, we got a really nice site. We will show you that later in the video.
I have no idea where they came up with the name for this section. Hollywood Boulevard. Anybody knows, let us know. Where are we going now, hon?
We are going to the lodge. Okay, this is according to the map, the lodge. They have a pool table. I'll have to bring some quarters over later unless you have some with you. Pac-Man, some books. There's some more books. It looks like they have some videos. Pool table. It looks like they have some putters if you want to play putt-putt, and balls are up here.
Okay. The tour continues. It looks like they got a big rec hall here, and now Melody's going to take you outside. We're going to show you the putt-putt and then move on to the pools and hot tub.
They do have a putt-putt golf. We have not played yet, but if we do, we will throw some pictures up for you. And the artificial grass is in really good condition.
Oh yeah, wow, that's not normally the case. That looks like it's recently been refurbished, all of them. Nice looking putting green.
Over behind me is a really nice playground for the kids. And they have a basketball court over there. So you want to show them the pool and the hot tub?
That's where you're headed. Let's go.
They have a really nice pool here, and I just put my hand in it, and it's cold for me. Now, there were a lot of people over here yesterday when I walked by. There's a kiddie pool, and let's walk over and show them where the hot tub. Now, the hot tub is out of commission right now, but we'll still show it to you.
Yep, we talked to the manager. She said they're fixing a problem with it. Of course, you know, I'm a big fan of the hot tubs, and it looks like a nice hot tub. And she did say there's dust from a dust storm in there, and it's going to be that way until they
can get it fixed. Something's wrong with the equipment, but they're trying to get up and running. But yeah, as you can see, I misspoke earlier. The building that we were just in with the pool tables is actually the clubhouse, and behind me is the lodge, and that's where we're headed now.
So you have a pretty nice playground off in the distance there. The Lone Star State. Yeah, I gotta love it, folks.
Okay, let's go inside the lodge, and on the porch they have some chairs if you just want to come over to relax.
I was out here the other day.
They do have a couple of getaway cabins, so make sure you use those perks with your Thousand Trails membership. They do have several of these picnic pavilions, and they do come with a grill.
You never know what kind of treasure you're going to uncover at a Thousand Trails campground. Not often you see these picnic pavilions, and look at how expansive this property is. Lots of green area. These are mesquite trees. We're heading toward the waterfront.
They do have a lot of tent camping here, and there are some picnic tables and fire rings where you'll be. They have a huge fire ring behind me. Take a look at that. So if you're camping with friends and you want to come over here, you can just build your fire there and cook your s'mores. Over here we have a covered pavilion. And then let's go show them that stone fireplace over here. That's nice. You can clean this up and get a few steaks on there, or chicken, or pork chops, hot dog, kielbasa.
So I was down here the other day. The wind was blowing, but I got some good video down here at the waterfront. So I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut to that video and give you a little voiceover that'll speed things up a little bit, but this is really beautiful down in here, this waterfront. Yeah, this lake is low, you can tell. You can see the line right here. See that line? That's where the shoreline used to be not so long ago. You can see the small pebble. But this sure is pretty, folks. It sure is pretty.
This is the lower end of Hollywood Boulevard. Take a look at this Winnebago behind me and the site he has. Look at that view. That is amazing. Tell you what, he scored big time. All right, I think this is where we need to take him back to our site.
Let's go to our site and we'll get Milo out.
Yeah, and this gives you an idea of what the how the sites look. These ones were occupied and now they're empty. So
this whole section has stayed pretty full. Again, this is where they have 30, 50 amp full hookup sites. Hollywood Boulevard.
I guess they're saying.
Okay, folks, this is our site.
This is our site, guys. What do you think? Let's go see if Milo is waiting at the door, because I know everyone wants to see him. Let's see if we can hear him. I don't hear him.
Okay, come out and join us, Milo.
Milo. Come on, buddy. Does mommy need to carry? Don't fall, buddy. Good boy, you did it. Here, let me hold you. No, no, no. Come on.
All right,
Okay.
so I'm going to take them around and show them the business end of the site, and then we'll come back and do our thing, hon.
Okay, sounds good.
See, I got Starlink out there.
No, stay here.
Clear shot of the northern sky just above this mesquite tree. Full hookup on the business end of the site.
Hey.
Electric boxes look pretty decent. Serviceable water connections. We're really happy with our site. That's our fire ring right there. And periodically they'll have little clearways where you can go down to the water if you want. But I've showed you plenty of scenery from the waterfront, but you can walk down there from your campsite if you want. Beautiful day today at Bay Landing Thousand Trails.
Milo wants to say hi.
Milo wants to say hi.
Say hi, everybody.
I'm going to sit down. Oh.
Okay.
Oh. Okay, let me get situated here. What do you want to tell them? Closing out the video on.
Well, we have really enjoyed our stay here. We would definitely come back again. And just to let you know, the roads have been fixed, either filled with gravel or in some areas paved. So be mindful of your speed. It's 35 when you first come in, and then it lowers down to 5 once you hit the campground itself. But yeah, we would come back again. Milo, would you come back again? Okay. Milo would come back again. Milo's happy. We were gone for a half an hour, and you would think we were gone for 10. So
yeah,
Milo,
in previous videos, people were talking about how bad the roads were, and the manager did say they repaired the roads because we asked her because we didn't notice any problem with the road.
no, there were, maybe over on the, what section was that? Where there's no hookups. There was one rut, but you know what? If you're mindful and going the speed limit, you're going to be okay. But yeah, we thought the roads were fine. So.
Okay, folks, from Bay Landing, Thousand Trails, I'm going to leave you with some photos on the way out. What do you want to tell them, hon?
If you like this video, like and subscribe, and don't forget to ring the notification bell, and we will see you down the road.